What is going on, YouTube? Welcome to your 27th After Effects tutorial, and in this tutorial I'm going to be showing you guys how to move the camera in After Effects. Now this is the last camera tutorial I'm going to be going over, probably, or maybe I'm not, gotta keep you guessing. And again, like I said, we're going to be able to animate the camera in this tutorial, and it's going to be awesome, trust me. So the first thing I have is two layers. Here's my active camera, or front, where you see this one's in the back, one of me, and behind that is one of my friend, being a newscaster or something. And if you see both of them, and this is from, let's see what angle this is, the right one. This is the one of me, and this is my friend in back of it. So I just want to let you know they aren't on the same layer, that this one is actually in front of this one right here. So that's going to be useful when I'm showing you how to animate the camera. So in order to animate the camera, we need a camera. So again, layer, new, camera. Defaults look good. Again, I don't think I have, we won't enable depth of field because no need for this tutorial. Don't want to confuse you. So if you go ahead down here and look at camera properties, the transform properties, actually might as well go ahead and open all of them. You're going to see two things we're going to be working with today: point of interest, actually we don't need that one, and position. Now let me try to tell you guys in pretty much plain terms what this means. If you were holding a camcorder in your hand, the position is where you are holding it, like how far away, how close to the subject. The point of interest is where you were pointing it. So you can be holding it anywhere you want, but if you weren't pointing it in the right place, you wouldn't get your subject. So the position in After Effects is this. Make sure you don't grab any of your axes. See, you can hold the camera anywhere you want, but the point of interest right here is this little anchor point. And as you can see, this is where you point the camera. So the position stays the same, but you're pointing it in different directions, therefore giving you a different clip. So in order to animate a camera, we first need to set the point of interest. I mean, you don't need to, but it's what you usually do. So let's go ahead and grab this little thing right here, and we want to bring it behind our two subjects. Again, this is our first layer right here. This is our second layer. So we want to be always aiming kind of through them. If we aim up here or down here, as you can see, the camera doesn't get all of the subject, so we want to aim through it and behind it. So let me minimize this, and let's go ahead, and now that we got our point of interest where we wanted it, we can animate the position of the camera to give us some cool effects. So as you can see now, when we grab the position, we can do under and over, and it always gives us that appearance of kind of, well, the appearance we were going for. I don't know what it's called. It's probably not called anything, but so let's go ahead and start animating this baby. Let's go ahead and click keyframes, make sure these are on 3D, and we will bring our first position probably somewhere down there to the bottom, right there. Now let's go ahead and move this to 2 seconds, and we probably want it somewhere up here. And again, if you know, let me zoom up on this. If you see this little X, Z, Y, if you grab that, then it's only limited to moving on the X axis, and we don't want that. What we want is to grab this camera freely, so make sure when you select it, none of your things are selected, and then you can move it anywhere around you want, like this. And the easiest way to move it on, let's see, whatever ways back and forth, just go to the top view, and then you can move it back and forth. So let me go ahead and move this to 4 seconds. Again, click your little position box, and you probably want it somewhere around there. And then for the last one, move it to 6 seconds, and put this even through the camera right there. So as you can see, if we took our point of interest and moved it like right around here, then what would happen is, take a look at my camera. When our camera got through our animation, instead of going through it, it would flip back and look at our what's it called, point of interest from a different direction, and we don't want that. We want it to keep going in the same direction the whole time. So that's why I move this point of interest through our animation like that. And another thing you want to take note of Let me show you what this does. Take a look at this box right here. Let me get my camera selected so you can see what's going on. Our camera first goes up and then down and then up and gives us a sweet animation. So that's one thing that you can do with cameras up. Oh my god, that is animation galore. So that's your intro to a camcorder. Again, a point of interest is where you're aiming. Make sure to go through unless you want it to flip around. And your position is where you would be holding the camera. And again, like I was going to tell you before, if you go to transform, auto orient, got a little hiccup there. If you orient along the path, it pretty much sucks. Make sure you're always orienting towards point of interest. Let me show you what happens if you orient along the path. Pretty much all your hard work. Look at the camera over here. Actually, I'll give you a dual view. If you see that, it pretty much, no one ever wants that unless you're just making a completely odd animation. So again, what you want to do 99% of the time is go transform, auto orient towards point of interest, and that'll give you the effects you're looking for. So bam, bam, that's how you animate camera. Point of interest, where you're aiming, position, where you are. Awesome tutorial as usual. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, just send me a message and hopefully I can answer them. If not, move on to my next tutorial. It will be awesome as well. So thank you. Don't forget to subscribe and I will see you next time.